Welcome back, and this is going to be my part 2 of Bright Memory. We've just defeated the first boss. I'm literally right at where we left off last video. I'm just going to also, just so you know what happens to be in this game as well, in terms of powers and skills and so on and so forth. I'm just going to give you a quick run through of what's here. So basically you have an ability which increases your run speed, which I suggest you get as soon as possible, simply because of the fact, like I said in the last video, running is very, very slow in this game. So being able to move that little bit faster to get away from the enemies is quite nice. It means you don't have to utilize the dash as much, but then again you can just use the method that I was talking about last time, which is just, you know, the sort of shift, the S and shift combo, where you basically just keep dashing backwards and then dash to the side and, you know, keep moving around using your dash rather than your actual movement. Then you have absolute defense, which does what it says on the tin, just reduces all damage, which means that you can take more hits without dying. You have this one called overload, which is basically makes air attacks possible, so you can actually jump into the air and use your attacks to keep you airborne while you're doing that. You can already kind of do that with the sword. I'm not sure if that's a glitch, but you definitely can't do it with the guns, so that's quite nice that you can actually do that with the guns too. I've not got that one yet though. Junkman obviously increases your XP, as you can see, so it just increases how much XP you get per kill, I guess, which means that it make it faster for you to be able to unlock everything. At the moment in this game there is not much for you to unlock, I will say. There is only there is the skill that I've already got, the two skills, sorry, called Time Freeze and Lightning, both of which I think you've seen me use already. I really like the Lightning attack. That is really powerful. It's definitely better than the EMP, and so is the Time Freeze, because the EMP is quite nice. It's basically a knock-up, but it does have a rather large reaction time. Time for it to actually work, so it can be kind of an issue if somebody's running clean at you and you try to use the MP. You'll probably still take a hit or two before you actually pop them up in the air and be able to just, you know, whip out your sword and slash them to pieces. Time freeze is really nice. It basically creates like a bubble in front of you which freezes all the enemies. It does make the enemies kind of hard to see, that I will say, but it's kind of nice because like it just freezes everything. I'm not sure how it works on bosses. I've not tried that on a boss yet, but I would imagine it probably doesn't work as well. The lightning is really good for bosses because it stuns them, like you saw when I was fighting that guy before. It stuns them and does damage at the same time, so it gives you time to get away and also gives you damage at the same time. Then you have your grapple, which you've seen me use, the flash, which is obviously dash. You start out with those abilities. Then you've got release limit, which is attack damage, increases the attack damage and float all enemies at a set time. Okay, so that seems like a sort of ultra EMP. And then you've got lightning force field, which basically just gives you AoE. So both of those are quite expensive, 140 XP per piece, but I mean would be quite cool to have and definitely would make the game a lot quicker to play. As I said, I've actually unlocked a few powers since I was last on. So I had Time Freeze and Lightning before, but I now also have the Absolute Defense and Overload perks unlocked. So I've only got to get those last three, which will probably only take me another run, which I will do at some point. Just to see what it's like to have all the abilities, I guess. So yeah, anyway, back into what we were doing. This was the little Dark Souls reference that I mentioned in the first video. So yeah, we just go through these guys again. Those bat ones are very easy to deal with generally. They sort of just, they hit you with stuff, but they're not exactly very damaging at all. And they're easily taken down by a few shots of whatever. I do still have 0 ammo for my machine gun though, so that's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to just rep the shotgun, I guess. They also do quite well of like utilizing, like the whole map is basically a circuit, because this is actually where you came up before, and then you run through there, because that's where the bridge thing was, and that's the lever over there. So before you go into the boss room, that's where that is. And then obviously when you come down here, of course she's in yet another fucking falling down cave, because it wouldn't be Sheila if it wasn't. So quick time grapple, and we've got to beast this guy in the face a few times, hit him with an ability, throw out some sword play, try out the new ability. Oh. Yeah, so see, I can now hover in the air while shooting a gun, which is kind of nice. You can already do that with the sword. Remain in the air while using the attacks, which is a very nice way to actually utilize it. The enemies can still move forward if they're powerful enough, but the small ones can't, so you can literally just sit there and pop them off. Oh, we've got a bit of lag there. Oh, more lag. And that's him. Rat Boy is down. Nice double S rating there. Not too bad. And she's in yet a collapsing cave. This bit kind of confused me. You don't actually need to jump. You can just run up this side here. If you try and jump, you can actually get the XP, but the problem is that you generally fall. So it's actually better just to run along the side there.
It's her.
Oh god, it's Cliff Boy again. Oh, and then of course she takes a grenade to the face, like an absolute tank, and is just like, yeah, okay, fine, I'll just lay here for a couple of seconds, and then I'll get up. Because, you know, a grenade, that's all a grenade does to you people. I mean, it definitely doesn't blow you like snarls off.
Cover me.
And then you gotta deal with these little fiendy people again.
Hurry up.
Get wrecked. Do I have my machine gun? I do not have my machine gun still. That is annoying. These guys are easy as fudge to deal with. You just literally you throw a few blades at them, whatever. These guys are slightly more difficult because they can actually dodge. They have the flash ability. You have. That was a bad use of my ability. I meant to use my other one, not that one. Oh well. With the shotgun, it's literally just generally best just to hit fire. Jesus, these are guys are bullet spongy as hell. Damn. Because yeah, the ADS with the shotgun, I mean, it works, but it's not, you know, I mean, it's not much point. It's basically, you know, it's a shotgun. It's gonna hit them. I suppose if you were trying to really do like a speed run through, that's when you want to call it, is, you know, you might want to really go for the head taps, you know. Get sliced. Now, yeah, this is the bit I was talking about sort of movement mechanics. This next sort of section is a little bit finicky, in my opinion.
I'll try going up.
Just because, yeah, she sucks at platforming, and the game wants you to platform. So, might actually help if I try to jump at the right bit, but still, it's just a little bit meh. So you jump up here, and then you jump across here, whee, and here. It just slows the whole pace of the actual game down, in my opinion. Unnecessarily, in some ways. Because if you could just use your free reign grapple, or you had some slightly better. I mean, the sprinting is now definitely better than it was since I got that perk, but it's still kind of slow. And the grapple as you can see, can sometimes be really finicky. What I need to do is actually, yeah, take a couple of steps forward just to be able to match that. Press this lever down. That slides out. And jump over this.
The chains on the pillars look useful.
And pull that. And then jump on here. Here. Go across here. What's that? Then we get a convenient bridge.
Ooh, you might be able to climb up on the crane.
And I fudged it up. Because I'm an idiot. And I didn't jump. I thought I jumped, but I didn't jump. But as you can see, like this bit of movement mechanics kind of bugs me a little. It's just it's unnecessarily slow, in my opinion, for such a sort of fast-paced game. Like when all the combat and stuff is very, very fast-paced, and this is just, it feels a bit like fluff, if you see what I mean. Like it trying to do too many things. But anyway, back into another gunfight. So that's obviously the status bubble that I was talking about. And like I said before, the hip fire is really key in this. You can just, you barely need to use ADS really. Oh, he's behind me. Oh dear. Get some lightning off. Maybe, yeah. That's him wrecked. Who's next? Bring him down. Around here. Oh, I can't remember. And don't forget, you can actually still move while using your sword. Like, you don't just have to stand there and spam it. You can actually jump and do all sorts of stuff while doing it. Like, you can strafe and do all that, which is really nice. Where is he? Big boy. Get lightning. Oh, more lag. Oh, more lag. Oh dear. That was a very heavy lag. Jesus. That lightning ability is just key for me. And then you can just throw the swords in too, just for the extra damage. And just start peppering them again with a machine gun. Oh, he hit me with his own slash, damn. Still got wrecked, but... And there we go.
Okay,
That's that
this
boss fight
statue
over and
must be
done
the
with.
treasure Carter was searching for.
Right, so do I have enough? I do have enough for Junkman. Let's go for that. Then jump up here. Press E, not F, you silly
I
boy.
should take this dart to the doctor. He must have some kind of secret.
And then, of course, everything starts falling down again because,
The door is open. I should be
you
able
know,
to get out of here.